Hello again. My name's Gabe Zollner. This is the 19th of November 2016. Looks like some of my predictions went in the wrong direction. I had thought that Ann Coulter might be considered for Donald's press secretary. I just read an article. Looks like Laura Ingraham might get the nod. Either one of them, I think, would be great. I also had thought that the congressman out of Carolina, South Carolina, Trey Gowdy, would be ideal for the position that was given to Jeff Sessions, and that's the Attorney General. I think Sessions a nice enough guy, but I don't think he compares to the tenacity and to the skill sets demonstrated by the congressman out of South Carolina, Trey Gowdy. The problem is, and I didn't give that full consideration, one thing that Donald values is loyalty. And if I recall correctly, during the presidential election, the congressman, Trey Gowdy, supported Ted Cruz and not Donald Trump. I think that's where he might have sealed his fate. I also thought that Jim Jordan would be an excellent candidate. I still do believe that. I don't think that Jim Jordan shot himself in the foot the way Trey Gowdy did. I think Sessions might have an uphill battle for having made the comment that he made some 30 years ago where he called a lawyer boy. But I could see him doing that coming from Arkansas way back then. We'll see how that thing shakes out. I'm going to stop trying to predict because some of the decisions that Donald's making wouldn't be the ones that I'd be making. We saw what happened to Chris Christie. He got relegated to the manure pile. And I think it's because of what Chris Christie was accused of having done to the father of the son-in-law of Donald Trump. Either way, it's obvious to me that Donald does value loyalty. We'll see who else he puts into his cabinet. I totally agree with Lieutenant General Michael Flynn. I think he'd be excellent for the role that he's in. Not too certain about his choice heading up the CIA, but then again, I don't make those decisions. I wanted folks to know that when I make a mistake, I'm the first to want to admit that I made a mistake. Again, I picked the wrong candidate for press secretary. Laura Ingraham is, I believe, the one that'll probably be given the nod. I don't understand why Donald's considering, from what's been reported, Governor Mitt Romney for any position, for a number of reasons. One, Mitt Romney is a follower of a cult, and Mormonism is a cult. And more importantly, or just as importantly, the horrific negative ads that Mitt Romney ran against Donald. Even when he lost, he kept going to try to destroy Donald's campaign. I don't see why Donald would embrace him. But again, he hasn't done that yet, and if he does, he obviously has his own reason for doing it. Maybe it's so he can fire him. I don't know. But I wouldn't give someone like Mitt Romney the time of day if he did to me what he did to Donald. It also shows you how vicious Mormons can be. Just my opinion. Thanks for listening. If you sort of like what I do, and many of you seem to like what I do, please subscribe to the channel. It's just a click away. And you'll be doing me a big favor. Thanks for listening. We'll see how the rest of his cabinet comes together. So far, I haven't picked one right one.